Okay, by far the strangest creation I've ever made, inspired by Rhinoceros 5. First two exercises on a bubble car. I did not follow any guidelines. I simply went in, and as you can tell from this script, I went crazy on Grasshopper and absolutely love it. So let me grab this little. Yeah, there's the car bubbled up with its little fish casing. You can jump into that inside. The door opens by swinging around, which is kind of nuts. Uh, it makes it opaque on every other view unless it'll have a kind of glass bubble that flips down. I haven't done any rendering on it. It's got everything. So as you go in here and start in the beginning, it's got the surface creases, just a layout. Um, I think it would come up here. Hard to say. Yeah, it just starts with a very simple T design. It goes through uh, a revolve after that of building the wheels, and they go in, and they're all, as you can tell, each block has its own script. You can jump in here, and you're into the axle, and that'll be tucked around here in the back. So that's back in here, the axle. Just wonderful. The chassis is quite a beast. I'm going to take this off, ungroup, so I can get a little bit in here. The chassis is quite a script. It's a little nuts. It's got everything that's going to hold up the mud flaps to the engine, to the ax. Oh, it's in there all the way through, and then all the mechanisms that'll then end up holding the brakes in place and the shocks in place. So that's kind of a fun little unit. It has rear suspension there, fully parametric, which is a really nice system coming out. It kind of sticks out farther than the back. Now, keep in mind, you can change absolutely anything you want about this. The engine unit is here, really nice. You can change that design. It alters wherever you slide it in, right or left, wherever you want. Then I chase up. I really spent some time on the back. I mean, that's what I was most excited about. So now we're jumping into the exhaust system, which is fairly simple, but you got to keep it tied to everything that's happening around it. The exhaust system tends to want to pop through the front of here, but I've got it at least cased off by the seat because I didn't want to burn my leg while I sat in it. The intake system is right there right beside that. So the intake comes in from the gas can, which fuel tank you'll see you can customize and put on a really tiny fish. Like it'll only get like 6 miles before it runs out of gas. I don't know what this fish mobile's for, but I just had a blast with it, and my kids have been playing with it. Front suspensions here, over really nicely designed on a little ball system on both sides, which I think is pretty nice. You can see it in the technical view here. I should have had it zoomed in. Ink and artistic over here. The driving and steering is set, so you can jump right in there and find out where the foot pedals are, the clutch, the brake, the steering, and I think the floor panel and seats here, and I even added a seat to it. Kind of customized that seat in the end, but a really strange system. I guess I grabbed a couple of the hubs on the wheels. They don't show up, but I buried the wheels up in here so they can be protected from the weather. Uh, just loved it, and I'm not really in the front end. Kind of there's a cushion I customized right there. It's kind of plays off the same top that's on the engine. So if you jump back over here, you'll see it matches and uses the same geometry as what's on top of the engine. I thought that'd be fun. And then I used a really nice script here, which makes everything beautifully extruded to its tangent. So everything really remains at like a half-inch thickness of plate. I really like that script. I use it 3 times in here. I used that script here, and then when I went down and did the whole skin to it, this nightmare I did in so many different ways, and you can see so many different models of it if I do that. But here you get in a sense into this fish gill thing that I was trying to play with, and then you jump on in it and you're in the blue interior space, and this is where it gets fun. I mean, this is your mobile, and like I said, this if I can find the part, I think it's here. Hard for me to remember. Yeah, 2 pi. I think I can actually um, slide that over. Yeah, that's how the door comes up and goes around. Like that's how you get in. You swing it up like that and around. I just thought that was a great ending as opposed to a refrigerator door opening. I'd have this kind of thing you could drive with the thing open like that with glass. And I just think this is the wildest car in the world, and anybody should customize a golf cart into being this. Totally in love with it. It's just in a little plastic finish. stretched over top of the bars. I didn't get, you get into network surfaces and trimming and making everything so it's sealed. But I think it's an open air desert vehicle. It definitely needs to go into being created for Burning Man or even out here at Wickerson Studios. What a blast! So if anybody wants the challenge of fabricating this, just give me a call and let's get busy. I think it'll be a blast. It's the Fishmobile made at Wickerson Studios. My kids have already customized it into many different things, and I'm ready to take it into the future. Where is that little thing here? Hang on. I can never remember. Where's my fish tank? There it is. If I grab it here, yeah, I think it's one of these four. This one here, yeah. You get a little glass case, get a bubble car in there and hang out. Not the safest vehicle to drive in. Now you can pull this up and make it a bulldozer in a second, which is actually pretty fun to play with. But I'm at 5 minutes. Maybe I'll change. Maybe I'll save it and change the design on it. This is one iteration. I love my little vehicle, and maybe what I'll do is I'll just pull this out a bit, and you'll see some iterations of it as I went through. And there's not too many here, but it just takes a second to open there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll kind of zoom out. I think I'll go back into rendered. Yeah, here's one of the iterations of it. Let's grab that one and slide it over here. And then we can go in here, and I shouldn't actually have any Grasshopper on. Let me just click out of that so that face shield goes away. And then here's some other iterations of it. It took a little bit to open it. I think I have one here. There's the other one as we were starting to make the design. It was kind of fun off the bat. It took a few, and then there's another one as I started to do the roll bars on it. So there it is as it kind of goes through its different iterations. Really fun stuff. Blue, white, and beige. Ready to go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching.